One quarterfinalist has been decided. Who will be the next? From the 2022 Conference USA Basketball Championships presented by Heritage Landscape Supply Group, it's number 5 UAB taking on Western Kentucky, the number 4 seed out of the East. Let's take a look at the brackets. Things are beginning to shape up for tomorrow. Already Rice, impressive win over Marshall, 80-62. They advance. Old Dominion has defeated UTSA. They advance. And the winner of this game will play Louisiana Tech. That'll be tomorrow. Hello again, everybody. Along with WNBA coach Fred Williams, I'm Ron Thulin. This is the 27th meeting between these two teams, dating back to 1981. In game number 1 between the two, Fred, it was all UAB. But talking to both coaches before the game, they said, Ron, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, Ron. I just can't remember. But the window has really opened and closed. It all depends on what happens today.
I'm talking to both coaches. The key is going to be rebounding. Let's talk about those coaches. Outstanding coaches for both teams. Randy Norton, the head coach of UAB, has done a great job. And for Western Kentucky, Greg Collins, their head coach. And we are just about to get underway. Our officials today, Brian Hall, Brian Garland, Kylie Galloway, and we are underway. So important to get a good start in this game. And every coach we've talked to through the tournament, men's and the women's side, have said it's just the way the atmosphere is here. Yes. I mean, players aren't used to this kind of arena.
Yeah, it's the atmosphere, and you got to get used to the moment. You know, being in the moment here, where you're at. And a lot of teams get used to it early, and some get used to it in the second half.
UAB comes out, rotors. That's going to be a travel. We'll go the other way with it. First turnover of the ball game. UAB coming in with a record of 15-14. They've lost 2 straight coming into the tournament. Western Kentucky 18-11. They've lost 4 of their last 5. In the Conference USA, take a look at the starting 5 for both teams. Last year in the Conference USA tournament, Western Kentucky lost in round 1 in overtime to ODU 83-77. They probably remember that well. The 3 by Jalen Foster, the freshman out of Austin, Texas, off the mark.
Right now, both teams are feeling a little jitters. You know, the rhythm is off some, but right now, you know, teams are going to try to have to, you know, pick it up here as far as trying to score, at least get a shot at the basket.
Well, Randy Norton, the head coach of UAB, telling us before the game, he said, we not only have to take good shots, we've got to make good shots. That sounds simple, but it's actually a pretty good key. Deep in the corner, the 3, nothing but the bottom of the net for Margaret Whitley.
That's a good drive kick, nice 3 from the outside.
It's always amazing to us that when you see a player on the stat sheet, 63% of her shots are from beyond the arc, you think you'd get in her face more.
Yes.
Just a thought.
Let's get a hand up.
Trying to get it to Klasic Whitley. The 3 buried again. Whitley from 3.
So why not? Let me slide over here and see if I could, you know, get another shot off, and she did.
And this is exactly what Western Kentucky didn't want. They didn't want them to jump out in front. Their coach Greg Collins said, we've got to be careful on the boards because they pummeled us. But they answer with the 3, Alexis Mead.
Mead did a great job there reading the defense. The defense went under the screen. She stepped back and shot the 3.
I'll tell you one thing about Western Kentucky. They're missing Maya Meredith, the very talented freshman out of Taylor Mill, Kentucky. Tore her ACL around the 5th of February. She was a vital part of this team, was averaging almost 13 points a game. Buried Emily Klasic, the freshman.
Well, they're testing out the 3 zone right now for UAB, and they're doing a great job at it right now.
If you can do it, I can do it. 3-point shot. Miral Abdelgawad, the senior out of Egypt. And there is our good buddy Randy Norton in his 9th year, was coach of the year back in 2018. Has had an outstanding career, 162 wins, just 111 losses. Got his 150th earlier this season. And knowing Randy over the last couple of years, one of the things his teams do know is the process of winning a championship.
Yeah, he's done a great job of preparing his teams, especially for the postseason and for tournament time. But also his staff does a great job, you know, with recruiting and getting these young ladies ready.
Banging it inside, Jalen Foster from Steele High School in San Antonio has 7 double-digit games this year. But I like what Greg Collins was saying. He goes, listen, UAB is going to shoot a lot of threes. They average almost 24 a game. He said, we got to get in their faces.
Yeah, you got to come out with a stick hand up. And when it was stick hand, it means put a hand in their face, and so they can't see the basket. But right now, UAB's had some open looks on the backside of their defense.
Now, he has been on Western Kentucky's coaching staff for a long time. Been to a lot of NCAA tournaments. He's won tournament titles. He was an assistant at Arkansas for 5 years. He knows what it takes to win. But the last time these two teams played, UAB snapped Western Kentucky's 9-game winning streak. And the quarter that really killed them was the second. They were outscored 24-13. Roders with the free throw. And the lead is 5 for UAB. Western Kentucky comes in averaging just a shade over 70 points a game in conference play. From the outside, the three won't go down, and one of the shortest players on the court, Alexis Mead, comes up with it. Kicks it out, no. And a whistle and a foul underneath. Good hustle by Western Kentucky.
That was just a good play here, you know, for as a shot being missed. You got to read those, especially if it doesn't hit the rim. The main thing is when you get it inside the paint, don't look to kick it out. You got to go straight up and get your and one, possibly.
Destiny McGee, the foul's called on her. Nice job keeping it alive. Teresa Faustino, the sophomore out of Portugal, via Oregon State, on the drive, penetration. Abdigelwed can't get it to go. Whitley looks to push quickly. Armada spotting up on the left side. Big sweeping left hand. And it goes.
Destiny McGee.
That's just a rip down rebound and just a power move inside to put it in.
And the lead is pushed to 6. Biggest lead of the ball game here in the early going. Blevins floats it up over the top. They got some talented freshmen in this tournament.
They do. This tournament has a lot of sophomores, freshmen who are really talented.
I mean, we just saw Fisher from Rice, who put on a heck of a show in the opening game in their win. Is that going to be a travel? It should. Roders tried to get balanced, wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, it looked like there was a slippery spot down there. They may have to wipe it up as the ball gets thrown in, but she tried to do an up and under move, just didn't work for her.
Well, UAB had scored on their last 5 possessions. Kylie Snaringer has checked into the lineup for UAB, number 32, the freshman out of Normal, Illinois. I guess that's my favorite.
No. Normal?
Yeah, Normal. Where are you from? I'm Normal.
I'm Normal.
Sarah Rosenfeld also checking in for UAB. Nice offensive rebound. Mead kicks it back out and hopes Zavori comes up with it.
That was a good touch pass right there to her teammate. Put it over the rim.
I tell you, Alexis Mead, 9th in the conference in assists per game, but she is so active offensively and defensively. Tried to dump it down into Weathersby, poked away. 3 on the way, Whitley, no. Whitley tries to come up with it. Zavori does. Zavori out of Louisville, Kentucky. Big time 3-point shooter. And the lead is cut to 2. Closing in on 4 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Glad you're with us. What a beautiful day in Dallas. At least we got to see the sun today.
Yes.
That's the big key here.
Still cold, though.
Still cold, yeah. They show the double on Whitley. I like that strategy, though, by Coach Collins. Go in with that double team.
Go up to double team and make it happen. Try to get some traps.
Let's go back to January the 15th. That's the last time these two teams met. Abdigelwed finished up with 28 points. Very efficient, 10 of 17. Mead, 17. but it was UAB. Clazick, big game, 26 points. And Weathersby, we haven't called her name yet today, 14 points in that game.
That was a good balanced game.
It was.
Everybody touching the basketball and scoring.
Right now, Western Kentucky, the reason they're in this game, they're dominating points in the paint. They're +6. But once again, UAB, that's not their game. Their game is from the outside. Clazick out of Hoffman Estates, Illinois, coughs it up. Quickly into the hands. Abdul-Gelwad on the drive, counted.
That was a nice sidestep. I was going to say Euro step, but that was a nice sidestep to get to the rim.
Well, she's part of the Egyptian national team. Outstanding career. Top 30 in the NCAA. Free throw attempts, points, free throws made, and field goal percentage. But UAB comes right back and answers.
Yeah, that time they got just a straight layup. Nobody in the back end was there to help.
Kylie Snaringer, only 11 points in the last 4 games, was only 2 of 19 in that stretch. Western Kentucky fighting back. Here is Meade, gives it up. Vorey on the drive. The foul counted. Good job, Foster.
Foster did a great job on the tip drill. You know, goes off the rim, do it like that in practice. Tip it in.
17th straight start for Foster from the outside. Whitley started the game by hitting a couple of threes. Has missed her last few. And the foul's going to be called on Weathersby. Weathersby has not taken a shot, has not gotten a rebound. She is Conference USA first team and all defensive team this year. Picks up her first foul. She'll have an impact in the game, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of minutes to be played. Just filling out the game here the first quarter.
Now she's leaning on the inside. She and Gabby McBride having a battle. McBride, no place to go, tries to force it. Meade with 10 to shoot. Abdul-Gedwed, nobody's going to cover me. I'll take the shot. There's Weathersby with her first rebound. Averages over 11 boards a contest. Pull-up jumper, a little bit too strong. Offensive rebound, Weathersby, and counted.
That was just the will right there, and the power of getting the basketball, forcing it through 2 players.
And then right back, Western Kentucky, and we're tied at 17.
Good motion offense right here, going against like a little zone.
Weathersby didn't see it coming. Forcing the turnover, and Vorey will set things up. The long 3, a little bit strong for Meade. And a whistle and a foul underneath, and that's going to be called against Western Kentucky's Gabby McBride. Let's go and take a look at Zakiya Weathersby, the senior from Collins, Mississippi.
That's how you do the work on the boards right here. You know, little pads. If in practice, hey, I remember this in the practice. I'm going to use this in the game. Go straight up, use my finesse to get the score.
Weatherby's going to get a little bit of a breather. She's going to sit down. Whistle and a foul with 51.3 to play in the first.
That time McGee did a good job of posting up down low at the block and look for some cutters. Nobody cut, so you just take the move going to the basket.
Foul was on Gabby McBride. That is her second personal foul, and she's going to have to come out of the game. Torrey Hunter is going to come in. The sophomore out of Hoover, Alabama, has one of the great stories, comeback stories, I should say. Now Weathersby, 74% from the stripe. Goes to the line a lot, just about 4 a game. And Torrey Hunter does come in. Torrey Hunter was injured her senior year in high school. And in 2021, that was her first game she was able to play since basically her junior year of high school. Had to sit out a long time. There is a rejection. Destiny McGee, the freshman out of Huntsville, Alabama, the transfer out of Arkansas. 9-second difference, shot of the game clock. Good job tracking the loose ball down by Armato. 4-second difference, shot of the game clock. Coach Norton yelling out instructions. Armato looking for some help. Get it inside, move with the left hand. That is a pretty move by McGee.
Nice spin move off the body to put it in with the left hand.
Shot at the buzzer, not going to do it. UAB led by as many as 6. Western Kentucky has not led, but the first 10 minutes in the books. UAB up by 3. The 2022 Conference USA Men's and Women's Basketball Championships are presented by Heritage Landscape Supply Group, the fastest growing network of independent landscape supply distributors in the country. And a beautiful day in Frisco, Texas. Along with WNBA Coach Fred Williams, I'm Ron Thune. Western Kentucky's band is here. They have got a lot of fans behind us, and their team trails 20-17. But for UAB, they started 3 of 4 shooting from the outside. They've had only 1 attempt since then, Fred.
Yeah, a lot of that is because they went inside a little bit and got the ball inside to their post players. McGee's done a great job of getting some post touches down low and getting to the free throw line.
Alexis Mead gets called for the foul.
At the line, Margaret Whitley.
And that'll be her first personal foul. Get our first close look of Margaret Whitley, the 5'8" junior out of Geneva, Illinois. Also spent some time at the free throw line, about 4 a game. We take a look at her numbers on the season. She is having an outstanding junior campaign. 44 career double-figure games, trying to add to that. Team's up by 4. Gorey getting a lot of playing time on the outside. Another one of those very talented freshmen. That's going to be a kick. And they'll reset the shot clock. Too bad, because Western Kentucky point blank range underneath.
Yeah, they playing that just right on that pick and roll. The post player going the opposite post area and had a layup.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. Faustino kicks it out. Voorhees lets it fly, a little strong on the 3. Mead will track it down. Mead, a good rebounder, averages over 4, and because of the second chance, they get the points.
Yeah, second chance. That's what you want. If you can't make the first one, let's get the second one.
Mead's got 5 in the game. Rotors, no place to go. Good defense by the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, they get into the passing lane really well.
They force UAB into the shot clock, down to 7. Dribble penetration, no. Weathersby. Check that, Zakaya. Oh, Zakaya Weathersby, right. Gets the 2.
Yeah, she's right place at the right time for that rebound.
So Makulo set to check into the lineup for Western Kentucky. Voorhees makes a move on Rotors, whistle and a foul underneath. And that'll be Maria Rotors from Spain. Started her college career at Farley Dickinson.
Rotors' first personal foul, the first team
And
foul.
that'll be her first.
Checking for the Lady Toppers.
I always like seeing guards take that challenge drive like that, Ron, and keep defense off balance and use their body. That gets them to the free throw line. Free throws get you points.
So Voorhees, 67% from the stripe. She has been hot from 3 the last couple of games. Gets them both. And all of a sudden, that 6-point lead has been cut down to 3. UAB trying to force that one a little bit. And a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Jalen Foster. That'll be her second personal.
Foul charge, Blazers, Emily Klazak, her first.
Or check that, it'll be on Klazak. No, they did say it was on Jalen Foster. The PA announcer, I think, made a mistake on that one from the outside. And the three buried by Whitley. Her third of the ball game.
You don't have to worry about Whitley shooting it. She's going to put it up if she's open.
Whitley now 45 career double-figure games. She gets it still in the first half. And a travel call will go the other way with it. That'll be the first turnover of the ball game for the Hilltoppers. And Destiny McGee will come into the lineup. And Greg Collins, we appreciate all the time both coaches have spent with us prior to this game. And we all joke. They said, you know, we don't see you during the year. I say, that's like Santa Claus. I come once a year to these games. Whitley can't get this one to go.
This is the best time of the year, Ron.
Absolutely.
Conference time, baby.
On the drive, no, Meade can't get it. UAB's got it, tied, leading by 26 to 20. Foul's going to be on Savory.
Foul charge to both Savory.
I like the way both of these guards on each team is trying to push tempo. They pushing the ball up the floor, trying to get it to players to drive to the rim or trying to get something inside early.
Armato triggers it in to Destiny McGee. McGee's going to be tough to stop when she gets that low. Once she got position, it was pretty much all over.
It was over on the first dribble. And defensively, you got to learn how to play the first dribble, you know, of an offensive player. Right here, she got that first dribble in, that spin move on the backside of the defense that didn't get there early enough. Foul call because she's trying to split through two defenders.
Now, she only played 6 games at Arkansas last season. Averaged 3.3 points a ball game, coming off one of her better games of the year, 10 versus Louisiana Tech in the last contest. The problem with Destiny McGee, and again, she's a freshman, kind of a second-year freshman. 44 turnovers this season, only 3 assists.
Yeah, that kind of hurts. That's not a good balance right there. But, you know, you wipe all that out right now. It's tournament time, and
exactly.
Take one game at a time.
Already 14 fouls on Western Kentucky, trailing by 8. Biggest lead of the game for UAB. Hunter, a couple of jab steps, nothing to do. Shot clock at 4. Hunter has to dish it. Barely nicks the rim. Not a shot clock violation. Western Kentucky stopped for a second. Blevins will come back into the lineup. Abdul-Gawed will also come back in. Western Kentucky has it. Down by 8. You're Western Kentucky shooting only 35%. You got to be pretty pleased that you're still in this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice job, McGee. No field goals now for over 3 minutes for Western Kentucky. Jenna Walker will come into the lineup for the first time for the Hilltoppers. Another outstanding freshman. The 3, no. From the outside, Savory with a bank 3.
Yeah, the bank is open. It's on a Wednesday. It's open.
That stops a scoring drought of over 2.5 minutes. So Savory with the 3. That's her 42nd of the season. Coming in on the drive, left side, Whitley. Whitley with a dozen.
That's a good rip through from the wing area. Good power drive. Put it up there, take the challenge.
So Whitley's one of those players, no fear for the junior. When in doubt, get it in Meade's hands.
Yes.
Savory, couple of dribbles, uses the body, count the basket. Hope you can go to the line.
Best thing about that drive is that she used the glass on that. If she used the front of the rim and falls short. You see it right here. She goes in, concentrate, use the glass, it goes in. Always teach that.
We've got a timeout, 4:52 to play before halftime, and UAB leads by 5. Both teams have made 3 field goals here in the quarter. But it has been Margaret Whitley who's been the difference for UAB thus far.
Yeah, Whitley's done a great job spotting up from the outside, and when you spot up and slide over a little bit, it makes it hard for the defense to guard you. Here, she's taken some drives to the basket and finished. She's done it all here, Rhonda, in the first few minutes.
Now, Whitley only 2 points her last game after 3 straight double-figure games. Last game, she was 0 for 6 shooting. She says, forget about that. I'm going to come out firing today.
There's nothing to lose right now. You got to come out and play.
Well, Savory has the last 6 points for Western Kentucky, and that pulls them within 4. Once again, inside the Ford Center at the Star, Frisco, Texas, home of the Dallas Cowboys. This is usually their indoor practice facility. They also have an outdoor one. Their offices next door. This is also used for high school football, concerts, you name it.
Great place.
Beautiful
Great place.
The 3, buried. Kylie Snaringer hits her 12th 3 of the ball game, or the year.
That's a nice looking 3 by her. Just had all the time in the world to put it up, put some arch in there, and falling all net.
The last 4 games I mentioned, she was only 2 of 19. She's 2 of 3 today. Western Kentucky can't answer. Inside of 4 minutes to play here in the second. When in doubt, just dump it down inside to Weathersby.
Weathersby gets good position on the backside there. There's no way you got to really just fight or get around her, and she does a great job of sealing off.
Well, she has 51 double-figure scoring games. Weathersby's got 6 now, and the 3.
Jalen Foster, the 3.
Foster can continue to hit that jumper right there. That's the spot that they have to shoot those to get, back in this ball game.
Well, we know Jalen Foster can shoot the basketball. She had 27 in a game versus Middle earlier this season. Nice defense, Western Kentucky. That'll be 3 seconds in the lane. That'll be a turnover against UAB. That'll be their 6th.
It's good defense by Western Kentucky. Good help on the backside there, trapping. Nowhere for the offensive player to go.
Yeah, but Gawad thought about it, decided not to shoot it. Jenna Walker thought about shooting it. Foster does and scores.
Well, Foster tried to trick him that time, get a shot fake. Defense went forward. She saw the lane drive right there to finish up.
9-point lead cut to 4. UAB's hit their last 3 shots. Western Kentucky's hit 4 of their last 5. Try a little up and under. And Foster's the last one to touch it. It'll go out. Let's look at Foster again.
Yeah, right here, a little shot fake, footwork, crossover, finish up there. First, the possession before, she shot a jumper. This time, she got the defense to go for the ball fake and go in for the basket.
Both teams substituting, and that was one of the things I was talking to Greg Collins about. The fact that Maya Meredith's out, and I said, how do you replace her? He said, we're going to be doing a lot of mixing and matching today, just to find out what works for us, because Meredith leaves a big gap. Had to go wide on the drive of the right hand, and Randy Norton has seen enough.
Yeah, coast to coast, finish up. Somebody's got to stop ball.
She's got a half a dozen in the game, and it's a 7-0 run by Western Kentucky.
It's right here, going all the way coast to coast, defense on the heels, going in, finish up, 101.
She is a smart player. The senior out of Cairo, Egypt, had 28, as we saw in the first meeting between these 2 teams. She has started all 4 years in her career at Western Kentucky. Actually led Conference USA this year in total points.
And lots on her shoulders since Meredith is no longer, with them. She's got to take the lead on it as being a leader in scoring, in transition, and also rebounding.
You can see 14 games plus 20 points, 6 games plus 10 rebounds. She was able to crack the 30-point barrier 4 times this season. Then she plays a little defense, but count the basket and the foul on Abdul-Gawad.
That's just a good play right there, just staying with it.
Personal
Keeping the defense on the heels inside. You see it right here. Boom, shot fake.
at the line.
Going straight up,
Jordan.
using the glass.
It's
The defense, you can't watch the feet.
Exactly.
You can't. They do the shuffle cut on you and go.
Here's Jordan, tries to complete the three-point play, doesn't do it. Miral Abdul-Gelwed, that was her second personal foul, but she's going to stay in. The three rims out. Somebody's got to come up with it. Finally running it down, it's McGee. Inside of 1:40 to play in the half, and we got players tied up all over the place. They're going to call that on Walker. Walker and Jordan just got tangled up a little bit.
Yeah, Walker just said, "Excuse me, I just want to get over here." And it's like, whoa, excuse me, please. I'm just trying to play defense.
That's a heads-up play though on the part of UAB and the part of Whitley, just standing there and being able to take it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you can't say that I didn't try to get over the screen, coach.
Well, you saw Abdul-Gelwad is sitting down. They don't want her to pick up her third personal foul, so she will sit more than likely. The final 142.
Yeah, it's safe to say that because you don't want to get another foul situation.
Yeah. But again, you and I have talked about this for a couple of years now, even on the WNBA level. Coaches, and I'm sure Greg Collins feels the same way. Sometimes one of your stars has two fouls. You don't want to play too safe for them.
No, it all depends on the portion of the game. But right now, still early. And if it happened in the third quarter, yes, you let it happen. Let's keep playing in. But it's still too early, Ron.
Now, Mike Peterson, former TCU head coach, Atlanta Dream head coach, he and I would have this running discussion about it over the last couple of years.
Big Mike.
Yeah, Big Mike would say, hey, they got 5. Keep them in.
Right.
Nice job by Meade with the floater. And the lead is down to 3. We're inside of a minute and a half. Shot clock inside of 15. Claudia Armato trying to go inside, looking for McGee. There she is, can't finish. Had the offensive rebound, and no. Savory stepped out when she grabbed it.
That was a good lob pass in there. Just didn't finish. The backside defense was there to help and collapse. They did a pretty good job there defending her. They're trying to take that shot.
Whitley back into the lineup. Coach Norton also substituting a lot today. Gonna have to hurry. 60 seconds left. Inside, offensive foul is going to be called on McGee.
Well, you're going to get one of those. It's either the first one or the second one. As you see it right here, Ron, you're either going to get this foul right there or you're going to get that one. So
you got a choice.
Take your choice, baby.
Well, they didn't call 2 on her. They only called 1 on her. But it is her second personal foul. And that'll get Zakiya Weathersby up off the bench. I tell you, I like Alexis Meade. She is such a heady player out there. Deep into the corner, Foster thought about it. Zavorhi. The 3 on the way by Blevins. A little strong over the top. And with 34.8 left in the half, Weathersby will come back into the lineup. UAB will have it. Also checking into the lineup, Gabby McBride for Western Kentucky.
Yeah, right here with 34 seconds to go, you get possession by each team. Unless the offensive rebound goes back.
I'm kind of the philosophy here is just work it down as much as you can. How about you?
Absolutely. Yes.
I see Brooke Storr, the head coach of Louisiana Tech. She'll play the winner of this game, sitting across from us, intently watching this contest. She had an outstanding season at La Tech. Outside Whitley, no. Back of the iron. Weathersby thought she had it, lost it. Boy, Western Kentucky got it in quickly. They wanted to make a substitution. Meade has to give it up. Shot at the buzzer, and it's not going to go.
That brings us to halftime.
So UAB shoots 48% of the opening half, 42% for Western Kentucky. And at intermission, UAB has the advantage 38-35. We come back on the other side of the break. We'll talk about what's happening in the court next to us. You are watching Conference USA Championships. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first 20 minutes of play. Western Kentucky tried to get things going offensively. At times they didn't look like they were in sync, but now on these plays they did.
Well, they did a great job. Foster did a good job getting some putbacks, driving to the rim, but also shooting from the outside. And the main thing for them was in transition, getting down the floor.
And for UAB, they started out hot. They were able to build a lead as big as 9.
Well, a lot of that was Whitley, from the outside, shooting threes, herself a triple threat, driving to the basket. Right there, she's getting the first step, going in, grinding it out, putting it off the glass.
And then from the outside, nothing but the bottom of the net for Whitley. 45 career double-figure games. 13 points in that opening half to pace UAB. Tell you, when you look at players that have made an impact, especially for Western Kentucky, Hope Savory didn't start the game, but was able to get 9 points in the contest. And she really had an impact in that first 20 minutes.
And she did. And it's been a real quiet type of 9 points, Ron. One thing with Western Kentucky is that they only got 1 turnover, like I said, at halftime. And the points in the paint, if they can continue to get that, they can find themselves, trying to tie this game or even trying to get the lead.
Once again, the winner of this game advances to tomorrow. They will take on Louisiana Tech. And on the bottom of your screen, once we get the score out of the way, you can see Brooke Storr, head coach of La Tech. Coaches are so intense during this time of year.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's one of those, it's one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much so.
Yeah.
Claudia Armato, the senior out of Melbourne, Australia, and Southern Utah, slowing things up. Not a scorer. Her season high is only 6 points, but she's controlled this offense effectively. On the reverse, count it. Maria Roders.
Roders made a nice baseline drive for the layup there. I thought she was going to step out of bounds for a minute, but she was able to get it up.
Well, she's probably glad she's playing, because in the first meeting between these two teams, she fouled out, played only 18 minutes in that contest. Here is Foster inside, and she's going to collide with a couple of green jerseys. And it's going to be on Klazak.
You see the Roders drive here around play before, right here, baseline, tippy toe right there at the end, and then all the way in for the layup. That's a nice move.
And Klazak picks up her second personal foul, and at the line it's going to be Jalen Foster. You always look for something special that these freshmen do.
Yeah, and
you look at Foster, though. She also blocks shots and comes up with steals.
Yeah, and it's big on Foster right now to be able to get a first step going to the rim, tunnel drives, or just, hit that mid-range jumper.
Lead at 4. Armato, not a big three-point shooter. Her only three-pointer made was back on November 29th. Thought about that, lost it. Klazak with the steal. Inside, you can't stop Weathersby.
Weathersby, that was good, control with the body going up, so she didn't charge. Used the soft off the glass.
Again, she leads Conference USA in 6 different categories. The 3 off the mark, tried to box out. We've got a whistle and a foul. I think it's going to be on Klazak. Let's look at the last steal by Roders.
You'll see right here, Roders getting right up in here, trying to get that steal. There you go, right there. Fast break. Nope, we're going to stay right at this end and score it in. Post players just hung around enough just to get her hands on it.
Well, Klazak picked up her 3rd personal foul with 8:26. 30-second timeout's going to be called. Looking down at Randy Norton, the head coach of UAB. He's got the boot on, partially torn Achilles, but he's coaching hard. His team leads by half a dozen. Glad to have both bands from UAB and Western Kentucky here today. And right now, UAB leads it by 6, 42-36. UAB number 5 in the West, Western Kentucky number 4 in the East. Well, with Fred Williams, I'm Rob Doolin. He's getting into it. You and our producer, Stoss Hall, discussing which bases are the best to play.
That's right.
He's a Fender guy.
Woo. Go ahead.
And a rejection by Weathersby. She had 58 blocks coming into this game, which was a career high for her in a season.
Yeah, she says, let me stamp that for you real quick. And, you know, you can just take it right out of bounds.
Also a single season record for a Western Kentucky player. Gonna have to hurry. Foster, the southpaw, no. Especially when she had Weathersby coming out to meet her.
Yeah, she's more looking at Weathersby than the rim.
And the lead 6.
I thought she should have went back to the shot fake and one bounce dribble drive.
That may have gotten Weathersby to hold up a little bit.
Yeah.
Down low, Weathersby, tough fall away. Off the wrong foot, it looked like. Didn't get any elevation.
You know, that's the way they shoot these days, Ron, off the wrong foot. And, I mean, I see so many players. That's like the LeBron move.
Yeah, exactly. But they're not LeBron.
Okay.
Weathersby picks up her second personal foul. That's like players that have the one-handed pass. And even players in the W now.
Yeah.
And I'll say something, and then about a week later, I see him again at a game. And as we look at the Miral Abdul-Gawad, and they'll say, why do you rip one-handed passes? And I said, I don't like them. And she goes, well, LeBron does it. And I look at him, I go, you're not LeBron.
Well, they say LeBron, John Stockton, you know, Sue Bird. I mean, you know, Panachero back in the day. I mean, on and on.
Yeah, but Sue Bird is Sue Bird. Panachero is Panachero, you know. You guys aren't that. And a whistle and a foul. That's going to be a grab underneath. Foul's going to be on Faustino. That'll be her second personal foul. And McGee is going to come in. I like how Randy Norton's using McGee and Weathersby.
Yeah, he's splitting their minutes up really good and making sure that, you know, they get some equal time down in their post area. And plus getting their touches.
Inside, that was a well-run play. Ends up with Sneringer with the easy layup.
Yeah, you always like to score from out of bounds, and that was a good play.
Sneringer now with 7 in the ball game and a whistle and a foul. Abdul-Gawad, big drive left side. Let's go back to that last basket by Sneringer.
There's a nice little slice play in there. One bounce dribble, power drive up. That's coming from an out-of-bounds play. You love to see that as a coach.
The Roders had a nice pass, her second assist, but also picked up the foul. Miral Abdul-Gawad.
Ron, that's a tongue twister for me.
I'm telling you, I know. And she was Merrill last year. It's Miral this year. Sneringer gives it up. Roders. The 3. You leave me open, Sneringer will nail it.
Yeah, she hit one earlier that way, and they gave her some space. And she has a nice arch on her shot that goes straight in.
Well, she had a career high in January versus Marshall, 15 points.
I got you, Ron.
You saw how I looked at you, didn't
right. I got you.
Ball's coming this way.
Protect the play-by-play.
Get the hand up.
Yeah, that's right.
And right now, kind of a dangerous time if you're Western Kentucky. You don't want this to get away from you in the final 6.5 minutes upcoming here in the third. McGee lost the handle. Good defense by Western Kentucky. Foster inside, blocking foul, UAB. I like this by Sneringer, daring them to cover her.
Yeah, she's like, give me that step, jab. You're not coming? Okay, let me put it up there. All net, take it out. Go the other way.
That was on our motto. That is her first personal foul against Sneringer. Only 11 points in the last 4 games. She's got 10 already tonight. And here is Foster. 2 of the last 3 games, she's had double digits. Only averages about 6.5 a contest. Again, another one of those very talented freshmen we've seen over the last 2 days so far. Sneringer the board. Beautiful pass up ahead. Layup blown. McGee offensive rebound and a left-handed putback.
Yeah, McGee said, thank you very much. I'll take that. Then they make a spin move and clean it up in the glass for 2.
Well, Savory will come back into the lineup for Western Kentucky. Nice first half. They cough it up. The lead is at 10. Biggest lead of the ball game for the Blazers. Sarah Rosenfeld wants to check into the lineup for UAB. Whitley. Sneringer with 5 on the shot clock. Couple of dribbles, trips, pulls the trigger, tough shot, no. Abdul-Gawed, no, doesn't get it, and the foul's going to be called. And it should be on Armato.
Armato says, what? Wait a minute, it's the second time I tried to take a charge, and they keep putting the Euro step on me. And she's trying down there to try to take that charge.
I tell you, Armato is slender, shall we say, and she's not afraid to mix it up with the big ladies down low.
No, and she's quick. She's very clever, and you know, very clever with the basketball. But defensively, she does a good job of getting after it. Good floor leader.
You talk about tough Australians. One of your former players, Erin Phillips.
Oh yes,
she plays that Australian rules football still over there in Melbourne, and then would come and then play in the W in the summer.
Yeah, the Australians are tough. I mean, they have a good basketball IQ, and they play the game the way it should be played.
And she definitely did that. Lead down to 9. Inside of 5.5 to play here in the third. Catch, shoot, Whitley, little strong. Rosenfeld fought for the rebound. It'll belong to UAB. Weathersby will come back into the lineup. McGee will go out.
Now, at some point, they're going to play both of them at the same time. And that's going to be something to watch. You see those two at the block.
What you like about Weathersby, she's upped her points per game every year. Had the double-double versus Western Kentucky, and the 3 is buried. Teresa Faustino.
Deep corner, just waiting for it.
That was her first 3-pointer and first field goal made today. Lead is a half a dozen. Rosenfeld, they give her a lot of room. Armato splits the D. That was a travel.
Yeah, she should have shot that one. Continue.
Teresa Faustino knocks down the 3, her 11th of the season, and the lead is just 6. UAB on top. The 2022 Conference USA Men's and Women's Basketball Championships are presented by Heritage Landscape Supply Group, the fastest growing network of independent landscape supply distributors in the country. Well, Fred Williams, I'm Ron Thulin, 4:40 left to play here in quarter number 3. UAB on top. And how about the third quarter shooting right now? UAB 50% of the third, but only 1 of 5 for Western Kentucky. But they're only down by 6.
Yeah, and that's been the story for the game. They're only down by 6 or 3 here and there, so they're just hanging in there, keeping the turnovers low.
Alexis Mead knocks it down. Western Kentucky has not led in this game. They have had a 7-0 run. UAB has had a 6-0 run. UAB scoring drought now, about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Whitley, little head fake. And it's going to be on Savory, just putting on the hand.
Personal foul. The second Whitney Topper team foul into the Blazers. Maria Roders.
And Roders will check back into the lineup for the Blazers. Savory picks up her second. Dangerous pass out front. Sneringer, and they reach in and touch her. And that'll be on Foster.
What they're trying to utilize is that middle ball screen. They're trying to get the post player to roll. The roller's not rolling. He's staying there. So we'll see what happens here in the next possession.
That's number 2 on Foster. And a fresh 20 on the shot clock for UAB. Whoop. That almost picked Roters in the head.
Hey, keep your eye on the ball because you might get hit. You might get hit in the head.
Actually, it was a great idea on the pass.
Right, it was.
Nobody was guarding Roters as she was running baseline. Lead cut to 4, Western Kentucky, a golden opportunity. Pull-up jumper, Meade counted, and she was fouled from behind.
That's a shooter's touch right there. You go off a screen, go straight up on it, and concentrate and follow through with defensive pressure. You see it right here, nice screen. Rotation on the ball, spins in, forward, drops in.
Alexis Meade with the bucket.
Willie, that'll be her first personal foul. Meade, who came into this game with 99 assists on the season, has 2. She's over 100 this season.
Alexis Meade.
And Meade, who had 11 points the last 2 games, has 12 in this contest. In Western Kentucky on an 8-0 run, pull within 1. Roters, no. Whitley gets fouled from behind. That'll be on Faustino.
Foul charged.
And that'll be her 3rd personal foul.
Teresa Faustino. Faustino's 3rd.
Klazek will come back into the lineup for the Blazers. Audrey Jordan will sit down. Tell you, the job that Greg Collins has done, has a real love for Western Kentucky, too. That's got a rich, rich basketball history. I mean, you think about it, Western Kentucky has over 1,000 wins in women's basketball. That's among the company of the Connecticuts and the Baylors of the world.
Yeah, they've got a great history of basketball over the years.
Meade on the drive, and Western Kentucky has their first lead of the game.
Well, she's, in those last, 3 minutes here, has really taken over for us, hitting some jumpers, using the screens, transition-wise, coming down the floor, reading it. Say, I'm going to take the challenge, go all the way, get the and 1.
And Meade has the last 7 points for Western Kentucky, and Klazek just picked up her 4th personal foul. Meade can't get it. Nice job boxing out. Roters comes up with it. Whitley left alone, passed the shot up. Haven't seen that today. Inside of 3 minutes. Coach Collins up yelling at his defense. Shot clock inside of 10. When in doubt, go inside, kick it out. Whitley with 2, Whitley with 1. And the 11-0 run continues. Scoring drought over 3.5 minutes for UAB. Savory, no.
Back in the game for the Blazers.
And substitution, McGee will come back into the lineup. Weathersby really has not been a factor. Only 8 points and 4 rebounds in the game for the Blazers.
Yeah, it's been a lot of shots around the perimeter, attacking the ball early, and so it's haven't been too many touches, in the second half.
Fresh 20 on the shot clock for the Hilltoppers. Abdul-Gowed. On the drive, counted. Randy Norton's going to have to call the timeout. It's going to be a 30 with 2:14 to play, and all of a sudden, it's a 13-0 run by Western Kentucky.
That helps a great deal. And when you have those type of runs, that get you in the game.
Well, the story is Meade. 7 points in the first half, 7 points in this quarter.
And the main thing is, just being aggressive, going to the basket. Meade did a great job of that. But right here, you see it splitting the defense, finishing up. Play defense. That just fires your teams up when you're making a run like that. And everything is going their way right now in the third.
All right, you take a look at the brackets. And a winner of this game will be taking on Louisiana Tech. That'll be at 2:30 Eastern time. You can see it right here on ESPN Plus. And FIU's Southern Miss, the winner of that game, will meet Middle Tennessee tomorrow. That'll be at 3 o'clock Eastern time. Well, since their last field goal, UAB 0 for 4 2 turnovers. They have a scoring drought of over 4 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah, they haven't, really haven't shot the ball well in these past 4 or 5 minutes. And it's been all Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky will still utilize their offense using that middle ball screen, trying to get their guards some shots or penetrating drives. But UAB has got to settle down and hit open looks.
Right.
Take the shot that the defense gives you early.
Now Western Kentucky, they've scored on their last 6 possessions, and a lot of it falls on Whitley. 13 points in the ball game for Whitley. She has been the real catalyst. But for Whitley has not scored here in the 3rd. Pull-up jumper, the string is pulled. Snaringer can't get it. Western Kentucky looks to extend the margin. I like the patience that Meade shows from the point guard spot.
Yeah, and here's the middle ball screen I'm talking about. The guard's trying to get there.
Meade on the drive. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will belong to UAB.
And I think coach is going to ride that out for us, that middle ball screen run.
I think you're right.
This first, 3rd quarter, because it's really worked for them.
Scoring drought now, over 5 minutes for the Blazers. Armato directs traffic into the hands of Whitley. No points here in the 3rd. Armato on the drive. No, but is fouled.
Good shot fake, good drive. A little bit too much English on it towards going off that rim, but that was a good take to the basket.
And the foul is going to be on Savory. That'll be her 3rd personal foul. And at the line, it will be Claudia Armato. 60% from the stripe this season.
I just like her intensity, her drive. She gives you her eyes as a coach, and just her intensity on defense. And then she's a good floor general of really distributing the basketball.
Rolls it over the front. Armato, that's her first points of the ball game. Close it in on 60 seconds to play here in the 3rd. (13-1) run. You can see what UAB, they've missed their last 5 shots. They haven't had a field goal in 5:23. Western Kentucky has hit 5 of their last 7, make it 5 of 8. Still got 10 minutes after this. A lot of time left in this game. Whitley. Savory gave up. They had to check her off. Beautiful play. Inside, ends up with McGee.
That was a good movement on offense. Everybody cutting. The ball went side to side. Able to get the ball down low for 2.
A lot of deception by UAB on that. Foster gives it up. Meade. 10 left in the quarter. Hesitation. It won't be any basket. It'll be a whistle and a foul. That'll be on McGee reaching out and grabbing her. That'll be her 3rd personal foul for McGee.
That's the difference between collegiate and the pros. Run on that drive, they would have had a continuation.
Right. Exactly.
Because if it's below the free throw line, you can continue on with that.
Alexis Meade, 7th in the country, or in the Conference USA in free throw percentage. Western Kentucky, the #1 free throw shooting team in the conference. Win a lot of games from the line.
Yes.
And Jordan Smith will come back into the lineup for Western Kentucky. Good move. You got to give Miral Abdul-Gelwood a little bit of a breather here.
Yeah, and plus don't get a foul, get more fouls.
Final 3 seconds. Whitley launches at the buzzer. No.
That concludes the 3rd quarter of play.
So Western Kentucky had a 15-3 run over the last 5:43, and they've taken the advantage by 2. 4th quarter coming up on the other side of the break. Alexis Mead was Freshman of the Week back in November, and she's showing she can be Freshman of the Week every week. She has been the difference for Western Kentucky.
Yeah, and now is the time to show that. You know, they do a lot of high post screens, middle ball screens for her, and she just really taking it on her own hands to just take over this game, especially here in the third quarter in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Well, the three-point shooting of UAB has failed them so far because they started out the game 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Since then, 3 of 11. Savory will get the start here in the fourth quarter. On the drive and the cut by Blevins. Last touch, though, by UAB. And I think if you're UAB, you got to find a way to get Whitley back open. She only took 3 shots in that third quarter, didn't hit any of them.
Yeah, and also, you know, Whitley's got to find herself to get open too, Ron, because
good point.
You know, she's been scoped here for the second half, not really letting her have shots.
Jalen Foster knocks down the big 3.
The nice 3 I was talking about. Take what the defense gives you. If it's a 3, take it. If it's one power drive, go for it.
Foster comes in averaging just over 6.5 a ball game. She's got 16 today. UAB just trying to get something going offensively. Foster's season high, by the way, 27 versus Middle Tennessee. That was just a couple of games ago. On the drive, counted. Nice job by Claudia Armato.
And what got her open was that double drag, you know, offense with the 2 posts. She just turned the corner, dribble hesitation, little spin move, challenged the post player in.
I'll tell you, that was much needed. Find offense from somebody else. Western Kentucky's lead, though, stays at 3, looking to increase it. Zavorhi out front. Nice job off the bench today. Sees a little bit of an opening. The scoop shot. Well, let's go back to the last basket by Claudia Armato.
She did a great job using the post player as a screener, and that means the other post got to come out. When the other post goes through a little bit slow, she went with the scoop to do. Finger rolled it in.
By the way, that's the 3rd personal foul on Zakiya Weathersby. And Hope Zavorhi, the freshman out of Louisville, Kentucky, at the line.
I always like that finger roll shot,
I do too.
Ron. You know, it was like George Gervin back in the day.
There you go. But he used to call it finger roll.
Oh, finger, okay.
Don't ever play golf with George Gervin unless you have a lock on your wallet. Little tip there.
I gotcha.
All the time. Armato doesn't like to shoot the 3. He's only made 1 this season. Thought she was going to pull the trigger on it. Shot clock at 7. They wanted to travel instead. Armato.
Hey, that was a pretty move, though. Pretty move. Nice little spin. She didn't want to shoot it, but she put it up there left-handed, banked it in.
Armato, the last 7 games, only 1 of 10 shooting. Stepped up this afternoon. She's 2 of 4. Lead is 2. Armato goes under the pick. Shot clock at 5. Mead, no place to go. Picked up the dribble. Zavorhi on the drive, hangs in the air, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Good defense, UAB.
That was great defense all the way around.
Let's go back to Armato, Coach.
Yeah, right there, little spin dribble. You know, right there, kind of got jammed up, but hey, she still got a left hand, and she put it up there left-handed.
Heady play. She knew she had to do something with it and do it quickly. Whitley will come back into the lineup next break in the action for the Blazers. Blazek on the drive, counted, and we are tied.
Nice drive. Nice drive. Good, clean, good concentration.
5th tie of the ball game. UAB has hit their last 3 shots. No field goals over 3 minutes now for Western Kentucky. Foster uses that right arm, little chicken wing. No. Broders comes up with it. Ooh, Meade almost picked it off. Could have been a travel, no. And last touch by UAB. Good job, Foster underneath.
Back in for UAB.
See the last bucket right here. Moving the basketball around, open up a scene for a drive. Use that straight layup. That was a good screen play by our teammate.
Whitley comes back into the lineup for the Blazers. Nice steal picked up by McGee. Meade to beat. Counted. Aren't you glad the ribbon's round?
I always like to see him. Post players bring it up the floor, pushing the basketball. Yes, soft touch in.
Look at it again.
See it right here, Ron. Watch it. Put a little hot sauce on that. Put it in there. That's right. I can dribble too, Coach.
Yeah, but I don't think they want her to. There was no style points on that dribble. But it did give UAB a 7-0 run, and that's where it will stay, and they're back up by 2. The 3, back of the iron, offensive rebound. They'll try it again. Taken away, here comes UAB again. Whitley, not scored since the second quarter. I don't mind her hesitating on that, Coach.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you want to get a good shot right now. Don't force anything.
Oh, nice pass inside. McGee inside. Count it again.
And that's why you want to slow things down, settle everything, and move the ball, get it inside. And you see it right here. One more time. Boom. Nice little lead pass in there. That's a difficult pass to make, but you still got there. Good hands. Good put in.
And McGee will try to complete the three-point play. She's got 15 points, 8 rebounds in the ball game.
In for the ladies hoppers, Gabby McBride.
And she's done a fantastic job of posting up, holding her seal. Teammates are finding her, especially in that first half. She did a great job early, and they continue to do that here in the fourth.
McGee can't finish it out. .80 run, and the steal. Roders misses the layup. Nice job, Abdelgawad, just hassling her enough. Abdelgawad on McGee, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called.
I'll tell you, Ron, that last steal, the official, I was really watching the official on that one. He stayed in the play. Right here, going down the floor, coming at you. Boom, nice block.
That's the 4th on McGee, and Abdelgawad will go to the line and shoot the free throws.
And the block was good up top. It's just at the bottom.
Get the body. How did that not go down? Abdelgawad, solid free throw shooter, 69%. Rips the second one. Weathersby is going to check into the lineup. Nice 1-2 punch underneath with Weathersby and McGee.
Yeah, and they can wear you down there because, you know, they sit at the block and they, you know, cause havoc for the defense, especially on the boards.
Inside of 5 minutes to play. Armato gets pushed a little bit by Savory. And that'll be her 4th personal foul. And with that, we will take a break. We've got 4:47 to play. Got a dandy going on. UAB by 3. Behind the curtain, going on right now, FIU and Southern Miss. 8:45 to play in the 3rd. Southern Miss with a handy 15-point lead. Winner of that game will advance. Our game, 62-59. UAB has doubled up the scoring against Western Kentucky here in the 4th, 10-5, as WKU only 1 of 6 shooting so far here in the final stanza. UAB with a golden opportunity now to stretch it again. They've led by as many as 10 in this game. Armato has shown the steady hand. Neringer, shot clock goes down, And I think they're going to replay it.
That was a close one.
Brian Hall signaled immediately. Let's replay it.
Real close.
I think she got it off. That was a 2-point shot. Look at the clock up top. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she got it off.
She got it off.
And the basket's good.
That's right.
We should all buy Christmas presents for Brian Hall, Brian Garland, and Kylie Galloway. That review took 10 seconds.
Yes, that's a record. Right now, that's a tournament record.
Didn't even have time to go up and get a popcorn.
Let's see.
Which we usually have that kind of time. So the lead now stretched to 5. Blazers have hit 6 of their last 8 shots. No field goals over 5.5 minutes for Western Kentucky. Meade, pull-up jumper. Nice job boxing out by Weathersby. Still a lot of time left in this game. Foster will check in for the Hilltoppers. Oh, beautiful pass inside. Roders found Weathersby.
That's a good slip right there by the post. Post-to-post pass right in there. Love that. It's something they probably called in the huddle.
Roders has 3 assists on the game. And the lead is 7. 12-1 run now for the Blazers. Meade working on Armato. Nice move by Meade.
And Meade knows Armato can't foul because she's got a few fouls. But that was a good take. Good take. Good finish.
Armato waits. Weathersby inside of 10 to shoot. Snaringer pulls the trigger. Count the basket and a foul.
Nice and smooth right there. Good screen. Straight up and in.
Snaringer's got 14 in the ball game.
That's it right here. Nice screen in the middle. Use that screen right there. Post goes, if the player goes under, go ahead and pull up for the J.
You're kind of stuck, you know, you have somebody the side of Weathersby. It's tough going over top the screen. You got to go under almost.
Yes. And you get that little inch, you got to take that shot. I mean, one bounce dribble, go up.
Snaringer 10 points in the second half. There are a lot of people who have stepped up in this ball game on both teams. Here's one of them. Meade, no. Weathersby the rebound, tied up. Possession arrow will belong to the Blazers. Good hustle, though, by McBride. Watch the pick at the top of this last basket by Weathersby.
Yeah, they're looking for the basket, you know, right here. Play it just right, and it slipped right there. That's a great pick. Back screen pick right there. Just how they drew it up in practice, and great to see in the film session.
What did George Papard, who was the leader of the A team on the TV show, say? Isn't it great when a plan comes together? Now, this is the original A team,
Yeah,
okay?
okay,
We're talking with Mr. T and the guys.
Got you.
Google it.
All right. I pity the fool.
There you go. Snaringer goes baseline, leans in, got it. What a second half for Kylie Snaringer.
She's learning about the first step, and the first step is to beat her opponent.
Now, she's from Normal, Illinois, but has been everything but normal today. Whistle and a foul underneath. Randy Norton. That's one thing coaches don't want. He just got his hands on his head right now going, I can't believe you fouled.
Right. Just, come on. Just keep your hands up. Right now, the last 2 minutes here with this type of lead, it's about time and score and doing the little things.
Savory has done an outstanding job this afternoon. 11 points. And the lead is at 9. Inside of 2 minutes to play. Entertaining game. Looked like UAB was going to hold on to the lead, but in the fourth quarter, Western Kentucky came out strong. They've taken the lead. Couldn't hold on to it. Nice positioning inside by Weathersby. Last touch by Foster. And Western Kentucky going cold. Only one of their last 8.
Yeah, UAB has stepped it up defensively. You know, boxing out, contesting shots, and getting in the passing lanes.
Shot clock at 5. The 3 buried by Whitley. Her first field goal made since the second quarter.
Yeah, she said, I might be quiet, but right now I'm going to wake up and shoot the 3. How about that?
And UAB has scored on their last 5 possessions, and a whistle and a foul. And Coach Norton again goes, what? That's going to be on Weathersby. That'll be her 4th personal foul. And that's going to get McGee up off the bench. And a 20-second timeout is going to be called by Western Kentucky.
30-second timeout.
And with the score 74-62, still a lot of time left. Western Kentucky, those have to get into it quickly, but they have really hit a cold spell. And looking at their 3-point shooting, they shoot 32%. They average just under 8 makes a game, and they're at 7 right now. I checked that, they're at 5 right now.
Yeah, UAB's done a good job of getting a stick hand up and then closing out on shooters. And, you know, Western Kentucky, the other end is just got to get the ball like they're doing right now to the free throw line, or at least get something on every possession in these last minute and 22 seconds.
Well, again, UAB ended Western Kentucky's 9-game winning streak when they beat them back in January. Trying to make it 2 in a row for UAB. Western Kentucky only 1 field goal made their last 9 possessions. Meade, the floater off the glass. No. Rebound pulled away by Roders. Is it too early to foul?
Yeah, too early. I think he played us out now since the shot clock is going down.
60 seconds to play in the game. Armato with 7 to shoot. Whitley. Whitley on the drive off the glass. No. McGee thought she could get the rebound, not able to do it. Foster, nice little spin move, reverse. Now you're going to have to foul.
Now you got to foul.
And Armato just takes it off, and nobody's going after her.
Yeah, they got to go after her.
And they're still not. I think with the lead at 12, Greg Collins said it's over. What a game, though, for the Blazers of UAB.
They played solid, balanced basketball all the way around. Good substitution pattern.
And they're going to have the shot clock violation, but the bottom line is UAB got hot. They hit 5 of their last 6 shots. Western Kentucky only 1 of their last 10. UAB outscoring Western Kentucky 22-8 in the 4th. And that's going to do it. So UAB is going to advance, and Coach Norton and company will get to play Louisiana Tech, the #1 seed, tomorrow. There were a lot of stars in this game for both teams, but we're going to give it to Kylie Sneringer, the freshman out of Normal, Illinois, coming in and getting 17 points and 4 rebounds.
Yeah, and she really took over, you know, the 4th period. It was pretty much the second half, but she's a steady player who made a lot of things happen going to the basket, and she did it with her scoring.
Once again, the final score 74-62. UAB wins. So for Fred Williams and our entire crew in Frisco, Texas, I'm Ron Thulin. We thank you for watching, and all games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app.